Well, 7 o'clock, mate, and you and I are the only ones here. So let's
That's all right.
let's talk about super private stuff that you don't want anyone else to hear. What have you got? What did you learn this week, mate? Have you had a look at the things that Muliani emailed through?
I had a look at.
Yeah.
Yes, I had a look at the credit card thing.
Yep.
Yep. I also had a look at the BitMEX thing. Now, BitMEX is, I would say, mostly for my wife. My wife is a former day trader.
Yeah. Wow.
So she's very interested in that.
Nice.
And she reckons that she can get back into the swing of things. And I think when it came to day trading, what failed us was, you get kids and stuff and it doesn't really suit your lifestyle. But trading this way that you described it, in the morning you check it and set things up and put in your stop losses and your profit targets and stuff, and then you check it when you go to bed. That's something that that actually works for us really, really well, since we don't have time to do it during the day and stuff. But to dedicate 15-20 minutes a day, that's easy peasy. So
yeah. Very good. Very good. So you've seen the video of where I was demonstrating that, and hopefully you've also got the link to MBA, where they teach a very, very simple style as well. So, excellent. Good work.
Yeah, that's cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm actually going to a 3-day workshop with them at the end of this month down the Gold Coast. So I'll be even smarter next month, mate.
Oh,
learn a few more tricks from the master traders. So,
Yep.
Very good. So Leo, are you there? We can't see your face. But can you talk?
Jeremy?
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Yeah, we can hear you. We can't see you. So what did you learn this week, Leo?
That I didn't know much.
Fair enough. That's always a good thing to learn. Anything that you can share?
No, I don't think anything that'd help anybody else, but I'm just starting my journey, and it's sort of like I'm trying to pick up pearls of wisdom anywhere. So I'm surfing around YouTube and Binance and all the other places and trying to find little bits that I can hopefully remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's about as much coaching as I can provide for anyone else.
Yeah.
Is the fact I don't know much.
Well, that's good. That's good. It sounds like you go to the buffet and you can have a look at all the different things. And it seems a bit overwhelming, but eventually you'll find the 3 or 4 things that you do like and that you are comfortable with. I remember in the early days going to Sizzler and not knowing what half of the stuff in the salad bar even was. So I'd never seen a mango before I turned 21. Didn't know what a mango was. I didn't know that seafood extender existed. But you learn a few things. So that's all good.
Well, I've got to blow my own trumpet and say that I'm up $4.
Wow, that's really good. That's really good. Yeah. I mean, I started off like, just putting $1 here and $1 there. So if you can end the week and you're up $4, that's great as far as learning the technique. And there's plenty of time. Like once you've got the technique mastered, then you can start putting zeros on the other end. I went for a personal training session today, and I haven't been to the gym. Like I used to be a gym junkie when I was like between 16 and 20, and literally haven't sort of been lifting weights for more than 20 years. And I went in today for a personal training session. It was just lifting the bar with no weights on it. just the bar. And obviously I looked really stupid, but it's just making sure I had the technique down right. And then once the technique is right, so I'm not going to injure myself, then you can start putting some heavy weights on it later. So that's exactly
Well,
when I learned to trade.
it'll all come all this muscle memory.
Yeah, exactly. So you'll have the muscle memory of how to make $4, and then once you become a bit more confident, you'll go, oh, I made $40 and I made $400 and I made $4,000. So if you can make $400 in a week, that's pretty good. That's grocery money. So nice. What about you, young David? What have you learned this week?
What have I learnt this week? I've learnt more on meditation side.
Okay.
Not so much on Bitcoin side.
Yeah. That's important.
So about obviously the energies of energy centers and the different emotional levels, and I suppose so that's what I've been learning and watching a lot on YouTube lately, and doing revisiting a progressive workshop with Dr. Joe Dispenza meditation.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Hey, you got to keep your mind right.
So I get to catch up with a couple of people who've pretty much healed themselves from multiple medical conditions this week. So that'll be another learning exercise.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, you could make $1 million next Tuesday, but if your brain's not right or your health not's right, it's no good, right?
Yeah, no, it's got to be in homeostasis. It's a whole state of being.
Very cool. Very cool. So I can see, going forward, over the next few weeks and months, then we'll be, Leo's going to be teaching us some trading techniques, and you can be running the meditation and the clarity of mindset.
Abundance ones?
Yeah, why not?
I can see if I can work on playing an abundance one on my through my tablet. Something like that.
Very cool. So
mind you, it's going to be longer than half an hour, so I've got to find something really quick, about 5 or 10 minutes.
Or yeah, you could just make it and you could send it through via chat or via email, and we'd all listen to it 10 times over before the next call.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. That's another way.
Yeah. You probably can't hear it at the moment, but I've got meditation music playing in the background, and I play that most of the day. So it's just very, very calming and soothing, and your brain's, I'm not trying to sort of read stuff on a computer screen as well as listening to lyrics going in. So
yeah.
What would you like to learn this week?
Is that a particular frequency level?
No, it's not. I'm just finding playlists on Spotify. So mostly stuff that other people have put up. There's a lot of synth music, meditation music, and instrumentals. Sometimes I do go for the solfeggios and harmonic frequencies, binaural beats, and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, binaural beats and stuff.
Yeah. That's usually when I'm not doing anything else, because some of that stuff was just. It's like taking drugs, man. You're just tripping around the universe, and you don't want to be trying to operate a spreadsheet at the time.
Yeah.
So,
are you aware of the 528 frequency group?
I've heard
they
of
have
it.
Stuff on Spotify.
Yeah,
they have stuff on Spotify and stuff that you can download as well.
Nice. Yeah, there's a few like 528, 504, 163. There's all sorts of harmonics and things like that. So, is there anything in particular you wanted to learn this week, Dave?
No, probably just expand on what we've done previously.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's obviously, it's everybody you know, I suppose on trainer wheels and working out how we operate on trainer wheels
Mm-hmm.
and how we progress from there, I suppose.
Well, Leo's got his training wheels on. He's made $4 this week in his trades.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And anything above 0 is good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You're heading in the right direction.
Yeah.
It's confirmation that you're heading in the right direction.
Absolutely. Absolutely. With the way that I trade, you know, I'm right 60% of the time. And you just got to make sure that you make enough money on the 6 trades that it pays you back for the ones that you lose on the 4 trades. So, you know, no one's right 100% of the time. So you just got to have your management system in place and your loss minimization and that sort of stuff. And you know, if you're losing 8 times out of 10, then clearly you need to brush up on your education. So, what about yourself, Gustav? Is there something you'd like to focus on this week?
I was thinking, you know, when you wanna, let's say you have coins on you know, any of those exchanges like Coinbase or whatever.
Yeah.
But when you actually want to buy one of those small pocket size, no, I forgot the name. I had a look, but when you actually want to take it off the exchange and you know, store it yourself.
Oh yes.
Is it something that you do? Is it something that you do?
There's the Ledger. There's the Nano.
Ledger,
There's the Trezor. There's a few different brands of those. Basically, it's just like a little USB stick. And they call it a cold wallet because it's not hooked up to the internet. And
that's right.
I say to people, like, you're going to spend like $100, $150 on one of those things. So if you've only got $300 worth of coins, it's probably hardly worth your while. But when you're getting to the stage where you've literally got thousands and thousands of dollars, if your wallet gets hacked or if the exchange gets hacked, then it is a pain in the bum. So yeah, definitely, you know, when you get to that level, then you're going to want to get that stuff. I mean, when I first moved out of home, I had a secondhand couch and a black and white TV, and I didn't have any home and contents insurance. I didn't figure I needed it. But once you go along in life and you get a bit more stuff, then you go, okay, now I want to protect that stuff. So you get some insurances and you buy a decent deadlock, not the Chinese one. The Bunnings $12 special. You go and get like a Lockwood or whatever it is. So yeah, definitely those guys. And you know, I've got some of my mates who have got like 40 or 50 Bitcoins as well as their other coins. And so definitely, you know, you leave a little bit on the exchange. And I think I showed last week when I was showing my screen, I've only got like $200 sitting on the exchange at any one time, because there is a chance that, you know, the exchange could get hacked, number one. There's also the chance that I'll just press the wrong button and accidentally, you know, place the wrong trade. And if I lose everything in one go, then I've only lost a couple of $100. So I keep most of my other stuff off site. So yeah, there's some good ones. You can just you know, ask people on Facebook, like, which ones do they use, which ones they have problems with. Otherwise, you know, read the Google reviews and find out. So
would you keep would you use multiple exchanges? You know, for instance, if you don't have one, would you keep your crypto in you know, maybe 3-4 exchanges? Just, you know, for that reason.
That's a possibility as well. Yeah, definitely. I mean, like with BitMEX that I showed last week, BitMEX only has like 12 coins that you can buy. And that's fine for starting out, you know, absolutely fine. And I've been doing that for 6 months because I'm placing a couple of trades a day. But you know, then there's another exchange. If you want to buy particular coins that are not on BitMEX, you're going to need to go to Binance, or you're going to need to go to Kraken, or you're going to need to go to wherever. There's literally, you know, more than 500 different exchanges and not all coins are on all exchanges. So if one of your mates says, I've got a really hot tip and it's the, you know, number 5 Gustav coin, it's not going to be on Coinbase. It's probably not going to be on CoinSpot because CoinSpot only has 100 at the top, 100 coins.
True.
So you'll need to get a different exchange. And it's, if you've got $1,000 on each of 5 or 6 different exchanges, then it's not likely that all 5 are going to be hacked at one time. So that's also good diversification strategy as well. So, but obviously to make it really bulletproof, that's where you have your little Trezor or your Ledger, little Nano, and no one can hack that. You know, you're the only one with it. It's just obviously you've got to make sure that you don't lose it. Don't drop it in the bathroom sink or whatever.
No.
That
will be terrible. That will be terrible.
Yeah. So good as gold. What about yourself, Leo? Anything else you wanted to focus on?
I don't really know the format for your agenda.
Yeah, we make it up as we go, mate.
Oh, right. Well, I'm still learning Binance, and I really love the refresher on how to use the Binance page and everything.
Yep.
But I am for advice and trying to get into more of the technical analysis before I make any big trades. So that's
it's a good idea to get the technical analysis right on the small trades. It's like I was saying with the gym. You know, if I'm not holding the bar correctly on a small weight, then I'm just going to sort of, you know, maybe, I don't know, pop my shoulder out or something like that. But if I do that on a big weight, it's really, really going to hurt. So doing the technical analysis, and the more you do it, like if you do like 3 or 4 line drawings on charts, and you go, oh, okay, I made $4. But then the next one you say, look, I want to put $50 on this thing. Your internal confidence is not that high, really, because you just managed to luckily get it right 4 times in a row. But that might have been the 4 times out of 10, and you're going to lose the next 6 times. But if you're just doing like $1 a day, and like, as I say, like there's 10 or 12 coins to choose from. So you can do your technical analysis on every single chart. It only take you about 15 minutes in the morning. Just draw a couple of lines and then put $1 on each one and then come back and check them at night. After a couple of weeks, you've done 100 charts. And once you've done 100 charts, you'll be able to go, okay, I'm right 60% of the time, or I'm right 70% of the time. So then when it comes time to put $50 or $100 down on a trade, you're feeling a lot more confident. But there's nothing like doing more and more and more charts, you know. So I'll show you mine at the moment. Sorry, Gustav.
The answer to my question is knowing how to draw those charts.
Yeah.
Knowing how to draw those lines, seeing which is an uptrend or a downtrend, and knowing which way they're going to go.
Yeah. Well, it's up to you whether you want to like pay $150 a month to join the MBA. Otherwise, you can just go onto YouTube and get some free learning and just look at market structure. And that's all you want to look for, is just search for market structure and learning those processes. I mean, it's kind of interesting now because mostly everything is at all-time highs. So, you know, 12 months ago, we could look at Bitcoin and say, okay, Bitcoin's trading for 10,000, but it used to be 20,000. And, you know, when it was at 10, it went to 12, it went to 13, and then it dropped back. And then it went to 12 and it went to 13 and it dropped back. So you can see it's like a little pattern emerging. But once Bitcoin's at like 30, 40,000 and it's never been there before, we don't know the patterns. You know, we're just taking an educated guess because it hasn't been at those figures.
I thought it was really interesting when Elon Musk changed his avatar the other day from whatever it was to a Bitcoin symbol. The market bang straight away.
Yeah,
The same day.
yeah.
It just flew.
Yeah,
Because
he's a
Elon,
big influencer.
everybody associates Elon Musk with the world's first trillionaire. He's going the way he is.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Tesla's going to the roof. SpaceX is doing well.
Yeah.
If he suddenly says, well, Bitcoin may be the way.
Mm. Yeah, so Musk has only recently discovered Bitcoin. Really, he missed out on it for a long time. But once he's discovered it now and looked into it and goes, okay, this has actually got some legs, you know. And a lot of these guys are calling it gold 2.0 or digital gold, and realizing that, you know, as Gustav said, you could have like $50,000 worth of Bitcoin on a little USB stick and carry it around in your pocket, and no one would know. No one's going to come up and try and rob you. Whereas, you try carrying around $50,000 worth of gold, or try emailing that gold to your friend in, West Australia or Indonesia or whatever. Can't be done. So, yeah. Now we've got a few minutes left. I'll take a look at my trades just for Leo's sake. I just need to enable my two-factor authentication because you guys all know my password and my balances now. So, all good fun. Got to be open and honest while we're learning that. All right, so I'll make sure that you guys can see my screen. My antivirus has just kicked in, so. Okay, share screen. Hopefully I'm on the right one. Okay, so can you see my chart there?
Choose an account. It says.
Choose an account.
Okay, sorry. There we go. Wrong screen. There we go. Can we see that one now?
Yep,
We can.
Yep. Okay, so that's my very busy Ethereum chart with lines going all over the place. But you can see, like I've drawn in those horizontal lines, like the orange and green lines, where there's levels of resistance and support. There's a long-term sort of upward trend there. And I've just extrapolated that out because I started that, when it was back here, and then extended it. It went up a lot faster right there. Went up a lot faster than the main blue line. And so, of course, it had to come back a bit. And it's picked up and it's come back and it's starting to pick up again. But it's still following this line, which is going back from, crikey, let's have a look at when did that start. Yeah, that started middle of December last year. So it's following this nice 45-degree line. And obviously, sometimes it gets overheated, it gets really excited and goes up really quickly, and then comes back a little bit. But the long-term trend is still up. So knowing that, but I've put some little trades in there. You can see where I've done these green and red Bidley Bobs. So I've done like 3 or 4 trades on that, which are smaller day trades. 4-hourly look. So when we move from 24 hours into 4 hours, that line stays there. It looks like it's changed angle, but it's actually the same angle. It's just because we've stretched the time zone out. So right now, obviously, Ethereum's gone up very quickly. It's tracked back a little bit. It's going up again. It's still kind of following in this 45-degree blue line that it's been doing since mid-December. So obviously we're at an all-time high. We don't know where it's going to hit. It might hit 2,000, who knows? But it seems like it's come up to like 1,500 almost. Once there, down, up there, down, up there. So it's testing that kind of limit, that psychological limit, 1450. And at the moment, you can see where I entered is down here, which is, you can see that dotted green line at the bottom, and also the start of my green circle here, green triangle, sorry. So I've got in there, I'm on 10 times leverage down here. I've got 20 contracts at 10 times leverage. So I've actually bought 200 Ethereum, even though I've only got a couple of $100 in my account. So that's on borrowed money, obviously, which is why the return is 96%, because it's on leverage. So my stop loss when I first started was way down here. Because I might have been wrong, and if the market went against me, I wanted to minimise my losses. But as the market has moved up and up and up, I've kept shifting my stop loss up. So there, at that point there, even if it dropped down, disappeared, I wouldn't lose any money because I'm getting out at the same price that I got in. But I can check it on a 1 hour time frame and say it's still going up. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles, 7 candles since the last little red drop. So it's been 7 hours of going straight up. So I can grab my stop loss and I can move that up right there and say, you know, it's unlikely that it'll go back to where it was 7 hours ago, but it's not impossible. And if it drops down to where it was 7 hours ago, I'm still in front of where I started. So I do my little measurement there. I'm guaranteed that I'm going to make around about 4%, which on 10 times leverage is going to be 40%. So right now I'm sitting on 93 because there's another 5% above that line. So I'm, where are I? That's where I got in. That's the price we are now. So it's 9% above where I got in, but on 10 times leverage, I'm making 90%. But even if it dropped back down, I'm still going to make 40% because I've shifted that stop loss up. Now I'll check that again at 6 o'clock in the morning and I might be able to move my stop loss up to there, and then I'll get a guaranteed 90%. But if that's moved against me in the middle of the night, well, I'm still in front. I've still made 40% on that. So I've got a few other trades open at the moment, as you can see. So Ethereum is the best one at the moment, 90%. Oh no, 94%, 66%, 42%. So I've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades on out of the potential 12 that I could have. And all of those are in profit at the moment. You can see down here, realized profit and loss. I'm actually -1 there, but I'm 24 in front. So it has cost me a little bit in interest over here because these trades have been running for a couple of days now. And so I have paid a little bit of interest, but it's cost me, you know, 1 Satoshi and I'm still 6 or 7 in front. 1 Satoshi and I'm 23, 24 in front. So I'm still doing good.
So, Jeremy, what percentage increase is do you feel is acceptable or greedy?
Oh,
like
greedy.
If you're 90% up now, yeah, if you're 90% up now,
yeah,
why not just take?
Well, it's 90% on the amount that I put in. So let's say I put $20 in and I've made 90% on my $20, or call it 100% for easy maths. I put $20 in, I make 100%, I've made another $20 on top of my $20.
Yeah.
So it's not on my whole portfolio, it's just on the bit that I put on the table.
Yeah. What I'm leading with that stop loss that you put up so that you'd only lose 40%. Why not put that up to 80%?
Because I'm on 10 times leverage, and if I put it up to 80% and the market drops down by 2%, it would blow me out of the market. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you don't want to put it too tight then.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah. So because the market is volatile.
Because it fluctuates, it fluctuates too much.
It might drop down 3 or 4% and then bounce up another 10%. Because every time it's gone on a long run, when you see one of those big green candles, there'll be someone out there who's playing 10,000 contracts at 100 times leverage. So they've just made a massive profit, and they might have made a profit of 1,000%, and they're going to sell off to take their profit. So the price will drop down by 2 or 3%. And I don't want to get dropped out before the market starts taking off again. So that's why, as you said, I counted back 6 or 7 candles, rather than saying, look, I'm going to put it as high as it was an hour ago, because an hour can turn around very, very quickly. Whereas 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 hours or 3 days is a trend that's not going to reverse in a moment while I'm sleeping.
True. I just have a quick question. So, which time frame do you use when you draw up your trend lines? Is it a 4-hour one or is it a 24-hour one?
I look at both, Christoph. I look at the 24-hour one and I draw a line, and then I come down to the 4-hour one and see if that line still holds. And I want it to go through the body of the candles, not the wicks. And then I'll place my trade based on the 1 hour. But I'm looking at like 24 hours, 24 hours, 4 hours, and then 1 hour is where I come in. True. Yeah. And I'll usually sit in the trade for, usually 12 hours because I check it sort of breakfast and dinner time. But sometimes, as you see there, I've been in the trade for a couple of days and it's actually started to cost me some interest, but I'm okay with that because I'm still way in front. Easy peasy.
I see.
Now,
all right, cool.
We're hitting on 7:30. No other questions from you, Leo?
Well, I did, but if you got to go, you got to go. I'll talk to you another day.
All right. Mate, you can shoot me a message, jump in the Cryllionaire Facebook group, or shoot me a text message. I will put up the details for next week's calls. So it'd be again on the Tuesday night, unless there's something really weird happening on Tuesday, like a public holiday. I don't think there is. And as I say, like just keep communicating, keep learning, keep asking questions. That's the way we all learn.
Yeah. My question is regarding a more hands-on thing, regarding finding different coloured pens and such forth. But anyway, it can wait until.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there should be some tutorials too if you look on. If you look on YouTube. Yeah. Otherwise, they're all covered in the MBA course as well.
But they're a bit like, so I set my stop loss here, but it didn't tell you how to do that. It didn't tell you how to do actually the physics of what to touch to. Yeah. Some of them, they go very quickly. And here, mine.
Yeah. Which is why I think I told you my friend Jay, who introduced me to MBA, he would sit there and he'd watch the videos 5 or 6 times. And just keep winding back and watching and keep winding back and watching. Go, oh, okay, they clicked on the second bottom button from the lower left. Yeah. They didn't actually call it what they called it, but it's like watching someone do Photoshop or something like that. They often go very, very quickly because they've done it 100 times. And they don't bother to explain it because it's second nature to them. So
there's another exchange trading view and they have all their stuff set out like an old DOS screen, with all up the top there, and I think it's FX. It gives you all the different channels and moving averages stuff.
Yeah. TradingView is brilliant. Most of the traders I know use TradingView. I'd say 99% of them use TradingView. So it's very good. All right, so probably mark that down, Leo. We'll have a look at TradingView on the next call. I'll run you through some of that. All good.
No worries.
See you next time, guys. Thanks, Gustav. Thanks, Leo. And David's gone. But bye, David.
Have a good one.
Cheers,
Bye.
mate.
Bye.